COVID, you know what I mean? What is it called, Gov? You said it's called the
With
Hantavirus?
the hantavirus.
The Hantavirus word. You know what I mean? It's very unfortunate, man, especially, being that it was our people that mainly lost those jobs, man.
Right. And who owns Spirit anyway?
That's a good question. Let me see if I can type it up. Oh, I can probably get to it.
I wonder if that was
The owners of Spirit Airlines, or the former owners, right? Let's see. Thank you for the second bankruptcy filing. This is the second bankruptcy filing, yo. Somebody was complaining about their prices being too low for the, so when they got hit with these gas prices and that stuff run on fuel, and they can't afford it. You know what I'm saying? Because they should have upped the price on flights, and maybe they could have took this hit. You know, but hold on, let's see. Only thing I got is the Vanguard group. I don't have any specific names. Maybe y'all can look them up.
Yep. But maybe that's what they want to do. And see, you can see the plan right there. They're going to try to private, you know what I mean? See, I guess you can't, supposedly, you know how they be talking when they give you these talks politically, when they saying, oh, you can't be giving all this money to private companies and blah, 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 you know what I mean? But then later on, if enough pressure come around, next thing you know, they done drop billions to different companies. They've done it before, so. And that's the game they try and play with Spirit. They probably say, all right, we can do this like an Amtrak type deal, you know? So, it's one of them games. It's one of them games. And I don't know, just the whole politics of it. That's why they can't do that.
I want to get the panel's opinion on this. I think Luke Skywalker came out a few weeks ago talking about urging black people to put their money together, resources, to buy Spirit Airlines. Right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, if they're black owned, right? Well, regardless they black owned or not, it's a free monopoly. Why don't people like Jay-Z and the likes buy the airline?
Yeah, I see this guy named Hashim Walters. He was trying to buy it. The Latterman.
Jay-Z want to buy stock in basketball stadiums in Brooklyn. But he don't want to touch this, and to each his own. He may don't see a reason to, But something like this could be easily black owned, and this is what I mean by respect. I seen this thing on YouTube years ago, and it was a Jewish guy. He said the reason why black folk aren't respected in this country, they don't own nothing. They don't own land. They don't have real estate. They don't have nothing that boldly speaks their name. I don't know if he's telling the truth or not. You get what I'm saying? But saying all that, when you own stuff like Spirit, you own, you invest in like the cruise, the boats and the cruise type of stuff. Things that if something jump off, you know how to get the hell up out of here. Get your peoples up out of here. Right. You know what I'm saying? What better way to evacuate a tragedy than a boat or a plane?
That's a fact.
But if you don't own none of that, who gonna be first dibs on that? Facts.
We saw that in Houston.
Yep. So, take that into consideration, man. But that's crazy. We can move on to the Diggs guy, the football player. I didn't do too much research on it, so somebody can put me down on what's going on.
Basically, Stefon Diggs was accused of strangling his former chef, you know what I mean? But long story short, that turned out to not be the case. This was I don't want to be that guy, but just to keep it a buck, this was a case of a woman being well scorned, you know what I mean? Basically, he had a sexual relationship with her prior to him hiring her, and he had sexual relationships with other people on his staff and had them in his household, living in the household around him and Cardi B. It was just a mess, y'all. And basically, she got accused of spreading information, um, and she got confronted about that. And because they thought it was her spreading information, he banned her from Art Basel. Since he banned her from Art Basel, here we are. You know what I mean?
So,
But he beat the case for her.
so here's my thing. So this during the time he was messing with Cardi B,
Yes.
and she was living in the house, right?
Yeah.
She and others, yes.
And he was boning these women while Cardi B was in the house.
I don't think he smashed them while she was around, maybe when she left, but more or less.
And these women, once Cardi B came off a tour or whatever she came from, these same women was like in Cardi's face like everything was good.
Yes.
That's vicious, boy. That's vicious. That tell you how vicious women can be, boy.
That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying? A female be smashing her homegirl's husband or boyfriend and play it off so well.
Yeah.
That's vicious, bro.
Yeah.
That's vicious. So what's the beef? So she's trying to accuse him of something that she doesn't have proof enough evidence to take a
No,
stick.
but here's the thing. He had evidence from her. So there was a video of her dancing on the same day that this alleged attack occurred. No marks on her. She looked very lively, didn't look upset, no bruises, you know what I mean? Then she said that she hadn't been paid during a certain time, and they pulled up the receipts to show that not only did she get paid, but she was overpaid. She was a terrible witness. She ruined her own credibility on the stand. It should have never went this far. She should have accepted the money that they tried to give her. You feel me? But it was a waste of time, I hope that Stefon Diggs learns a lesson from this. I think that he has. People are arguing online about whether or not he has whether he's a sex addict or not. I don't know if he's a sex addict, but that's an extremely dangerous game to be having your girl and your side pieces all under the same roof, and your staff being full of your side pieces. You know what I mean? Like it's just crazy, yo. And then
I think
like,
he, yeah,
mhm.
I don't want to cut your wisdom, Mike. I don't think he's a sex addict, man. I don't know. I'm not his doctor. I think he just falls victim what most people fall under. When you broke and you love women, you know what I'm saying? When you get money, you have greater access to it, right? But my thing is, what's dangerous with that, not just the STDs, but like you said, things can end up tragic for you. Like you get unalive, But what's
For
tragic,
real.
what's tragic about that is that these guys get so bored. They done knock down everything on the corner of the earth. They done tried every little kinky thing known to man. Then they start going into weird stuff like animals and little boys and stuff. That's where the danger come in at. You feel me? So I just think that he's just acting out what he been doing. He probably been an unfaithful guy, or I won't say unfaithful, yeah, but yeah, unfaithful, or a ladies' man, a man that love women.
I cannot elaborate, you know what I mean? But from my understanding, he's been running through things since he was at University of Maryland. So it's been a very
There it
long
is.
time.
There it is. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm just
Now,
leave
now,
it
he,
there.
now imagine a person got millions in their pocket, endorsements. You know how somebody will walk past something bad, and you be imagining, but then you start putting in your different what ifs, and you're like, hold on, no, I don't think she'd go for somebody like me, or that's an impossible reach. You know what I'm saying? For dudes like that, he look at it, he see it, it's like a car. I want it. Next thing he test driving it.
Join the
He
stable.
own it. You know? I think where their issue come in at where they become monstrous, when they have money because just because you have money doesn't mean that you have accessibility to everything. I think that's what eats these guys alive. So you don't want me because I got money. Some people just can't get what they want, no matter how much money they got. You're not gonna always get everything you want. And I think that's what eats them alive.
There's a lot
You
of
know?
them. They using the money. They using the money as a method to control. They got women that they can actually control. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the big thing about it is. So it's like, yeah, you're mine, but you're a part of mine exclusively. You know what I mean? That's when it get dangerous to me. It is beyond. You know what I mean? It's already a dangerous game anyway, but now it's gone to another level.
The
Facts.
wildest part about her testimony was that she said he choked her out, and then she went downstairs and gave him his birthday present. Like, what are you talking about? He choked you out, so then you went downstairs and signed the birthday card and gave him the present. Then you still kept working for him. Like, I don't. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, to her defense, right? A lot of people that's in abusive relationships, or let's take a job for instance. Your boss lashed out at you, right? And you like, yo, I'm about to crash out, smack dude. You know what I'm saying? But then you start thinking of, I don't want to crash out just now. I don't have nothing to fall back on, and this, that, and the third. So in her mind, she like, let me put on this, let me put on this poker face so I can get this money and then plan my move and my escape. You get what I'm saying? So she had to play the role. And that really did it, and that's the excuse I give victims when people say, why you say something that happened to you? You don't know the situation you were in. You don't know the situation they were in. You know what I'm saying? They probably thinking the long game, or they was too fearful to say something, or they looking at all the possibilities. If I do say something or do something, this is not going to end well for me. So I always give the victim, or rather the accuser, I always give the victim some type of leeway. I don't never blame them and say, "Oh, you waited 2 years to say something. You waited this long to say something." You get what I'm saying? That's my take on it.
But yeah, then she was very mad that he banned her from going to the art basel with them because she was supposed to be matching with Cardi B. Like they playing their outfits out. It's like, what? Like you in her face and you playing and stuff with her, but you smashing her man. Like I don't. It's just it was wild. Yeah, just
What,
it was extremely wild. Yeah.
what you think, Jam?
I don't know what to think. I mean, I heard about the whole story. I know about the case, but it's also overwhelming to me. So I don't know, man. It's crazy.
And who to say Cardi didn't know already? Who to say Cardi didn't have some type of suspicion? You get what I'm saying? Or she was out doing her own thing,
If she
you
busy,
know?
But here's the thing, because we like to talk about intuition, and I believe that certain women do have intuition, for some, right? When it comes to that, why you couldn't tell that he wasn't on a certain type of time with you until it went left? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
They were back together though.
hmm?
I heard they worked it out and got back together. I don't know how true it is, but I
I
heard that.
don't know. I didn't hear that. I'm gonna do some research.
Yeah, yeah.
If so, that nigga need to write a book like Iceberg Slim.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Him and Cardi probably have an understanding. Cardi seems like a woman that she understands men's nature, and she just don't want to be embarrassed. But the thing is, she keep getting with men that keep embarrassing her.
she
I think
can't control him.
I think Cardi is a pretty good catch personally. Like she wasn't tripped over Offset if Offset wasn't being messy. You know, same with I forgot his name, Diggs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Stefon
On
Diggs.
there,
She ain't tripping if you don't be messy. But hey,
Yeah. I think it's
you
just,
and
Yo, y'all been seeing the jokes, yo? They said that she was. They asked one of his assistants, what was a meal that they saw her prepare for him, or what meal did she give him the day that he choked out? And she said that the chef had gave him an old hot dog. Yo, this trial was crazy, bro. This trial was insane, bro.
I was thoroughly entertained by this trial.
The volcano from out Iceland, they come to take over the rap game like the white man. Hiller than Hitler, photobomb at Yahoo, read it on missile. Watch me do it like the Pointer Sisters. Slip arsenic in your corn liquor. Two bigger L's than the Aubrey nigga. From Pappy Mason to Pastor Mason, the church was vacant. Preacher with Bobby trapped in the basement. I'm laughing, just imagine the Sleepy Beauty had herpes.